So over the last couple of weeks, we've been seeing some controversy been getting stirred up between Twitch streamers and YouTube content creators, like we're at war or something, which I find completely and utterly ridiculous. Some of the takes that I have seen and some of the takes that we will take a look at in this video, which I think you guys will find amusing as well. But basically, this whole thing is being painted as who is putting in the most effort? Is it the Twitch streamer who is streaming in the platform for 200 hours every single month? Or is it the YouTube content creator who puts out one video every single month of about 10 minutes? Yeah. So let me tell you, as someone who does a lot of YouTube, and I also do stream on Twitch, as you guys are most likely aware. As a matter of fact, just this weekend, I streamed more on Twitch than I did YouTube stuff because I enjoy creating content on both platforms. But I find it very interesting that some of the people on Twitch are saying like, oh man, these YouTubers, they put out like one video every month. It's like, look, dude, ain't nobody getting successful on YouTube off of one 10-minute video every single month. Okay, that just does not happen unless you are either a major celebrity or you already have an existing subscriber base. And to get that existing subscriber base, you had to put in a lot more effort. It's also interesting how two of these creators that I'll be showcasing here have their own YouTube channels, and their own YouTube channels are receiving at least one upload every single day, if not more, depending on what their editors have been up to, which, you know, it's just interesting them coming out. Oh man, these YouTubers, they put like one video and then they themselves are like, oh yeah, we one video every single day. Yeah, of course. Yes, of course, you're entirely correct. But ultimately, this whole situation kind of began, I don't know if it was when Keemstar went after Pokimane and saying Pokimane 2 out of 10. And then people were like, oh my God, he's rating women, and they're all really upset. And then Keemstar's like, oh no, I was rating her content. And I'm like, yeah, sure, Keemstar, whatever. I don't care either way. Keemstar should be allowed to say whatever the hell Keemstar wants to say. I don't really care a damn. Then we also have Leafy here going after Pokimane as well. So it's basically two kind of like high-profile content creators. Even though Leafy was away from YouTube for a significant amount of time, he kind of came back and he knew exactly what he had to do to kind of get back into the drama game, which is basically just like pick a really big content creator that's got a couple of chinks in her armor and just like, bam, slam her. And he's just been milking her, dude. Milking her dry for content. It is completely insane. And it's been working too, because, you know, people go in there and they engage with the content. Because you guys need to understand that, like, the only thing that really matters on a YouTube video is the engagement. Whether or not you like the video, you dislike the video, whether you subscribe, whether you shared, whether you left a comment, whether, you know, whatever you do to the video is good to the video. Like, I find it interesting that even in 2020, some people actually believe that disliking a video is something that is going to be bad for it. It's not. It's really not. It's the opposite effect. The worst thing you can do to a video is not engage with it. What does that mean? That means not watching it. That means not leaving a comment, not subscribing, not liking, not disliking, not doing anything. If there's a video on your sub box and you don't touch it, that is literally the worst that you can do to that video. The moment you click it, the moment you hit the like button, the moment you hit the dislike button, the moment you leave a mean comment, doesn't matter what you do. At that moment, you're already doing something positive for that one video. This is just for people that aren't aware of how YouTube algorithm works. Even when you see videos, for instance, whenever EA or Activision put out a trailer and people happen to be really upset about it, and they'll go and they'll dislike bomb that video, you'll notice that that video is still getting recommended to more and more people, because as people negatively interact with that video, they also send it to their friends and like, oh man, look at this piece of trash. And then their friends go in there and they hit the dislike button, and therefore it increases the ranking of the video even more. You know, that's just a bit of a side note there about that stuff, but that's kind of like why Leafy's content's so successful, whether people agree with him and they don't like Pokimane and they go in there and they like the video, or if you're someone who's trying to defend Pokimane. For starters, if you just go there and watch the video, that's already like a big boon for his video because it gives him watch time. Then on top of it, if you go and you interact with it by leaving it a dislike, that's even more positive because you watched the whole thing. Then on top of it, you left feedback. And if you leave a mean comment on top of it, then that's even better. So it's like the more stuff you do, it just promotes the video even more. And that's why Leafy's videos just kind of like exploded into the stratosphere. And that's why he's getting like millions and millions of views, right? But anyway, let's take a look at some of these takes from Twitch streamers. I'm not going to be looking at I'm not going to be looking at Leafy's videos and at Keemstar's videos, and I will tell you guys in just a second. But I will look at these ones because these were the ones that were kind of like brought to my attention, and I just thought it was friggin' hilarious.
Not Leafy. He's a fucking YouTuber. YouTubers don't need breaks. They make like one YouTube video a week, and they're like, oh, my mental health needs me to take more breaks. I'm so stressed. It's a fucking YouTube video. It's 10 minutes long. What are you doing? Out here live like 200 hours a month.
So let me start this off by saying that I don't necessarily think that one is easier than the other. I can tell you that for the type of content that I do, it's easier for me to just, turn on Twitch, boot up OBS, boom, go live, done. That to me is easier, and if that is all that I had to do, that would actually be way easier than doing both Twitch and YouTube because, I do my live stream, finish my live stream, free time. On YouTube, it's the other way around. It's like you record your video. Let's say it's even a 10-minute video. Let's say it takes you maybe 30 minutes to get in everything that you want to say in an appropriate way, or if it's a scripted video, it might be a little bit faster just to get the recording out of the way. So that's like, 30 minutes to 40 minutes, depending on how much you stuttered, how much you feel like you need to edit, et cetera, how much you did, not even counting any research that you might have done, whatever. Let's just say 40 minutes to just record the video, right? Then you got to edit it, depending on how much you're actually going to put editing on it, which on this video, I'm probably not going to do that much. I'm just going to have my face on and just talking to you guys. So it's going to be a fairly easy edit on the grand scheme of things. After you do the editing, there is the rendering, which is going to keep your PC occupied. You can't really do anything else while the PC is rendering. Maybe you can play a console game, watch a YouTube video, whatever. After the rendering, you then upload it onto YouTube. You start working on your title, your tags, your thumbnail. And let me tell you one thing about YouTube videos. The most important thing isn't even the video itself. The most important thing is the title and the thumbnail, like straight up. I actually talked about this in the stream not that long ago. Those are the two most important things for you, right? Then after you do all that, you put it up on your channel. You hope you put it at the right time. You hope it gets engagement and all of that jazz. And, the whole process, at least for me, usually takes me anywhere from 3 to 4 hours to actually from the creating of the video to the uploading of the video. It takes me longer to actually do all of the stuff that you have to do afterwards to the video itself. But ultimately, it's like these are simple videos that I'm talking about here. If you're someone who is doing a video that involves research, if you're someone that is doing a video that involves actually scripting and looking up proper footage, proper background footage to put in your video, it can take substantially longer. Like whenever I'm editing and whenever I'm recording and doing stuff for instance, my review of Ghost of Tsushima, that was like 50. How many hours did I play of Ghost? I don't remember, but I think it was like 50 to 50 hours of gameplay. So it was like 50 hours of gameplay, during which I was also recording, then do a script, which I'm not particularly good at writing, so it probably takes me like a whole day, I don't know, like 10 hours or so, working on a script. Then after working on a script, you got to record the script, which is usually about another hour. And then after that, I have to actually do the edit of all of those 50 hours that I recorded of gameplay footage, select the portions that I'm going to be putting in the video, doing the proper editing of the whole thing. So like when you're talking about a project like that, of like a simple video game review, like we're already talking north of 60 hours of work just for that review. And it's like that's 60 hours for a video that I don't even know how many views I got on it, but it was probably like, I don't know, 20,000 maybe. Like 20,000 views that I got maybe on the first week, which are the views that matter the most. It's like, you really think that is like, you think that's like an extremely low effort thing? You think people aren't like, shouldn't be allowed to take a break? Like, what the hell are you even talking about? Not everybody's sitting over here doing drama videos of 10 minutes. And the cool thing about this Ludwig clip right here is that he said, in reply to some of the hate that he got on Twitter or whatever, it's like, oh, you guys didn't see the context. Now, I actually went back and I saw the context. I'm not going to put you guys through it because it was like several minutes of me actually figuring out what he said before, what he said afterwards. And the context actually makes it worse. So yeah, he has like one saving grace where he goes and he says, well, not all YouTubers. And then that's pretty much it. That's all he says. That's not just a catch-all thing, dude. You just did this take. You insulted God knows how many people. And then you say, well, but I'm not really going after everyone. Just a certain, yeah, right. Yeah. But anyway, we have another one here from San. And we're, like I said, we're gonna get into
this. I get
this.
So mad at this when YouTubers literally fucking sit around, okay, and they make one fucking video. They make one fucking video a month.
One video a month. Ludwig said one video a week. He says one video a month. This is good.
And get like Patreon money.
Patreon money. I currently don't have a Patreon. I used to have one like a long time ago, but I feel like right now between the ad revenue and the support I get on Twitch and the YouTube join button, I'm doing okay. If things go in the red, I might do a Patreon, but right now I'm like, I'm okay, so it's whatever. I didn't get into this to become a millionaire, but if you look at in the case of Hassan, you guys can't see the number that's up here, but if you go look up this clip on Twitch, the number that's up there is 16,695. Now I did the math on stream, and even if he had like one of the most basic partner agreements on Twitch, which I highly doubt that Hassan has a basic agreement, it would be a 50-50 thing. So with each subscription costing around $5, you can basically multiply that number by 2.5, which gives you somewhere north of $41,000 a month. And again, that is if he had the most basic Twitch agreement, which he doesn't. So it's going to be much more than $40,000 that this dude is collecting every month for sitting on his ass. I mean, not editing videos, but sitting on his ass, reacting to videos that other people are making. Like in this case, you're essentially sitting over here reacting to Leafy's video, Content Nuke Pokimane, and it's like you're sitting over here collecting $40,000 just off of subscriptions alone, not even counting donations, bits, all of the other stuff that you can get. It's like not even counting any of that, just out of your subscription base, $40,000 a month, okay? And you're just sitting here. So, please tell me more about that Patreon money.
Or they make like 2 fucking videos a week max, okay?
2 fucking videos a week max. 2 videos a week max, okay? This guy right here, which if you go to his YouTube channel, because he does have a YouTube channel, he's putting out a video every single day. Now, naturally, he's not the one actually putting in the work. Neither him or Ludwig, because they have editors take care of that. And I would imagine they have somebody else to actually manage the channel. Because I don't believe that either him or Ludwig are managing their own YouTube channels, because the amount of work that you have to do in the background to manage that would not allow them to be live for as many hours as they are on Twitch. Like, you would simply not be able to do that and still have any semblance of a life. You would basically wrap up your stream, go to YouTube, and just like stay there for the rest of the night, go to sleep, wake back up, go to YouTube, and then boot up your stream, etc., etc. Like, you wouldn't even have time to go grocery shopping with the upload rhythm that they're going for. But it's interesting that they say that all the other YouTube content creators are putting out 2 videos a week max when they themselves are uploading 1 video every single day. So that's interesting. 1 video minimum, sometimes maybe even more.
And then they cash out with like a 6-figure check because they have a sea of simps. And then they turn around and shit on streamers who literally fucking go live for 6 to 8 hours every day. Like, that's nuts, dude. Of course there's going to be dead space in between, you stupid fuck. This shit genuinely tilts me, dude. It genuinely tilts me.
What a coincidence. Your take genuinely tilts me as well. Talking about how we're sitting over here on seas of simps, and you're sitting over here with your nearly 17,000 subscriptions, making bank somewhere north of $40,000 every single month, and you're legitimately criticizing people that might be, like I said, like you said you go live 6 to 8 hours every day. I just said like 1 video alone took me north of 60 hours to get done. 1 simple video game review that gets garbage views, that's not going to get me anywhere near your $40,000 a month. And it's like, what is this? That's the thing. Like, these people are so friggin' delusional that you're just sitting there. And I'm not saying that you didn't earn your subs, okay? I'm just saying, like, look in the mirror just for a couple of seconds before you have your take. Talking about all the YouTubers out here doing all of this and all of that.
You could make a compilation of me sitting around, not even on camera, with a fucking video playing in the background.
Yeah, you could.
When you're live for 13 hours a fucking day, of course there's gonna be fucking death.
Did you ever consider maybe actually creating some content as opposed to just reacting to other people's content? And I have no problems with people reacting to content. I have no problems if people want to react to my content. Hell, I've even said in several of my videos that if anybody wants to use my footage, just take it and use it. Feel free to credit me. If you don't want to credit me, don't credit me either. Just don't do a straight up re-upload. That's the only thing that I would like people not to do. Just don't straight up steal my content and upload it elsewhere. But like, if you want to pick my content apart, grab my gameplay, use it for whatever, sure, I'd appreciate it if you credit me, but I'm not going to go after you if you don't credit me either. Like, I give everyone permission to do whatever the hell they want with my content ultimately, because I think that provides us with an interesting environment for content creation whenever, you know, everyone just has carte blanche to do whatever the hell they want with somebody else's content. I think that's cool, because there's been a lot of situations where I've wanted to use someone else's content and they were like, oh no, I don't want you to use this, or I don't want you to use that. And I'm like, well, technically I could still use it, but I don't want to disrespect the person who has done the content, so I won't do it. But ultimately, it's like, I'm just saying this to explain, I don't have anything against people reacting to stuff. My problem is that you're sitting over there reacting to videos, and that's most of what he does, because like I've watched his live stream from time to time just out of morbid curiosity. Mostly what he does is react to videos. You're literally sitting there reacting to someone else's content, and you call that your own content, and then you come around and you criticize the people who are making the content that you are reacting to. It's very interesting. But anyway, I don't want to just like take this as I'm taking YouTube's side. No. You need to understand that the problem here is that this isn't about platforms, okay? And people need to get off this high horse of like, oh no, I like YouTube more. Oh no, I like Twitch more. Like, you might like Twitch more, YouTube more because of features, okay? But you never should be loyal to any of these platforms, because quite simply, they don't give a damn about you. They'll drop you at the dime of a hat. It's like that, dude. The moment a content creator is no longer useful for a platform, they will drop him. Or if they can get, more money or whatever by dropping a content creator, they will drop them like that, dude. They won't even hesitate. Why do you think the Dr. Disrespect got banned from Twitch? There's a lot of theories. I actually believe that most likely, and again, this is just me saying most likely, it's because after the failure of Mixer, Twitch was like, well, we don't really have to pay this mega $1 million content that we did for the doc. We can just drop him, just ban him from the platform. Boom. And that was that. I mean, that might have been it. That might have not been it. I don't know in the grand scheme of things, but I would suspect that might be the case. So these platforms will drop you. And this is not about the platforms themselves. This is about people, because there's good people on Twitch and there's good people on YouTube. It's that simple. There's good content creators in both platforms. And ultimately, what you need to realize here is that this whole drama was fabricated for the people that are extremely successful in both these platforms. Like, you're looking at, the drama was kind of created by Leafy, Keemstar, and the people joining in. Hassan, what's the other guy's name? Ludwig. And probably some other bigger content creators are also reacting to it. But basically, the big content creators that kind of revolve around this drama ecosystem, they're the ones who are raking in the Boku bucks. And the interesting thing is, they're the ones who are essentially the assholes. They're the ones who are essentially, as far as I'm concerned, the bad content creators. They're the ones who are generating all this drama and raking in all of these profits and trying to turn these two platforms into this stupid war just so that they can keep on raking in more subscriptions and more ad views, whatever. So let me tell it to you guys straight, okay? Keemstar is an asshole, Leafy's an asshole, Ludwig's an asshole, and Hassan is an asshole. They're all assholes, okay? And they're all manipulating you to basically get engagement out of you. That's all this is about. That's literally all this is about, okay? Like, I get along with multiple people from YouTube, just like I get along with multiple people from Twitch. It's all about the people. It's all about the content creators. That's it. There is no war. There's a bunch of people screaming at each other like monkeys in a zoo. That's it.